Hello everyone. Now let us see second case for the nodal analysis. So second case is nodal analysis with a independent source, and here we can consider voltage source or combination of voltage source and current source, but make sure we are using a independent source. We are not using a dependent source. We are using a independent source. So according to the circuit, we have a one voltage source. According to symbol, you can easily recognize. First we'll define voltage source of a value 50 volt, and this is independent source because इसकी वैल्यू किसी भी पैरामीटर पर डिपेंडेंट नहीं है. वैल्यू 50 वोल्ट है, वैल्यू इंडिपेंडेंट है, वैल्यू किसी भी पैरामीटर या वेरिएबल पर डिपेंडेंट नहीं है. दैट्स वाई वी आर सेइंग इंडिपेंडेंट सोर्स. एंड सिंबल के अकॉर्डिंग आप बता सकते हो कि वोल्टेज सोर्स है, इसीलिए हमने इसको इंडिपेंडेंट वोल्टेज सोर्स बोला है. सेकेंड सोर्स वी कैन ईजिली रिकॉग्नाइज. वी हैव करंट सोर्स. अकॉर्डिंग टू द सिंबल we can say we have current source of value 30 ampere. So we have one voltage source, we have one current source. That's why we are saying we have a second case for the nodal analysis with the independent source, means combination of voltage source and current source. But in exam there is no specified question for the different cases. In exam generally we have circuit diagram and we have question to calculate node voltages and branch currents. For the circuit diagram, according to nodal analysis or according to mesh analysis, we will discuss mesh analysis after nodal analysis. आपको केस डिफाइन नहीं होगा, वो केवल आपको समझाने के लिए है कि अगर केवल सर्किट में करंट सोर्स होंगे तब हमें डिफरेंट पैरामीटर्स को किस तरीके से कैलकुलेट करना है. अगर सर्किट में वोल्टेज सोर्स होगा और करंट सोर्स भी होगा तब हमें डिफरेंट पैरामीटर्स को नोडल एनालिसिस के अकॉर्डिंग कैसे कैलकुलेट करना पड़ेगा. बिकॉज जनरली आपने पढ़ा होगा कि अगर सर्किट में करंट सोर्स है, आप नोडल एनालिसिस ईजिली कर सकते हैं और डिफरेंट पैरामीटर्स को ईजिली कैलकुलेट भी कर सकते हैं. बट हेयर प्रॉब्लम इज दैट वी हैव वन वोल्टेज सोर्स एंड वी हैव वन करंट सोर्स. नाउ लेट अस सी हाउ वी कैन डिफाइन डिफरेंट पैरामीटर्स, आई मीन नोड वोल्टेजेस एंड ब्रांच करंट्स for the given circuit using nodal analysis. So in nodal analysis already I told you, first we will consider reference node. Suppose this is my reference node. After that we will assign potential for the reference node, and already we know that we have zero potential for the reference node. Then we will define non-reference nodes. So here we have two non-reference node. We have two non-reference nodes. This is my first non-reference node. This is my second non-reference node. Suppose this is my non-reference node A and this is my non-reference node V. So total we have 3 nodes for the circuit. We have one reference node and we know potential for the reference node is 0 volt, and here we have 2 non-reference nodes, node A and node B. After deciding non-reference nodes, we will assign potential for non-reference node A. Suppose it is VA, and potential for non-reference node V is VB. Now let us see how we can calculate different parameters. In previous numerical, I told you to calculate different parameters. We will apply KCL for non-reference nodes. And before applying KCL, first we will assume current in different branches. So here we have 30 ohm resistor, we have 5 ohm resistor, we have 3 ohm resistor. So before applying KCL for non-reference nodes, first we will assume current in 30 ohm resistor. Suppose it is I1. Direction I am taking as outgoing from node A. Suppose current in 5 ohm resistor is I2. Direction, it is just assumption. You can define current as outgoing current or incoming current for a node. It is up to you. It is just assumption. Now let us assume current in 3 ohm resistor. Suppose it is I3. So if we see the circuit, we can say that we cannot apply KCL at node A, because in one branch we have a voltage source. So how we can relate currents, how we can relate different branch currents according to KCL. But here we can apply KCL easily at node B, because we have current source of value 30 ampere, we have current in 3 ohm resistor as I3, we have current in 5 ohm resistor as I2. So we can easily apply KCL at node B. Now let us see how we can define values or parameters or variables for node A. If we see the circuit, we can say directly we can calculate VA, because VA means voltage at node A or potential at node A with respect to reference node, and we have a 50 volt voltage source between node A and reference node. That's why directly we can write a value of VA, it is 50 volt. So this is from the circuit. Directly we can write VA from the circuit. Now let us see, if we know the value of VA, we can easily calculate I1, because I1 is given by VA minus 0 divided by 30 ohm, because I1 is current in 30 ohm resistor, and according to the direction we can say I1 becomes VA minus 0 divided by 30 ohm as per Ohm's law. We know I equal to B upon R, and here R is connected between node A and reference node. So as per direction of I1, we can say potential difference is VA minus 0. So current in 30 ohm resistor is given by VA minus 0 divided by 30 ohm. VA already we have calculated, so it is 50 over 30. So I1 is 1.66 ampere. So we calculated first node voltage. This is my answer for first node voltage. We calculated first branch current. So this is my answer for first branch current. Now let us see how we can calculate remaining parameters or remaining variables. Now let us apply KCL at node B. So according to KCL at node B, we know statement of KCL, already I told you in previous video class. According to KCL, at any node, sum of incoming currents at a node is equal to sum of outgoing currents from that node. So if we see the circuit, we can say we have incoming currents I2 and 30 ampere, and we have outgoing current from node B, it is I3. So according to KCL for node B, we have KCL equation, it is I2 plus 30 equal to I3. Sum of incoming currents equal to sum of outgoing current from node B. So from the circuit diagram, I2 is given by VA minus BV divided by 5. We can write I2 as per Ohm's law. I2 is current in 5 ohm resistor. So we have VA minus BV divided by 5 plus 30 equal to I3 means current in 3 ohm resistor. So we can write I3 as VV minus 0 divided by 3. Now let us simplify the equation. So we have BA minus BV over 5 minus BV over 3 equal to minus 30. LCM for the left hand side, we have 15. So we have 3 VA minus 3 VB minus 5 BB equal to minus 30, or we have 3 VA minus 8 VB equal to minus 450. We already calculated BA, it is 50 volt. So put the value of BA, so we have 3 into 50 minus 8 VV equal to minus 450, or we have answer for VB, it is 600 divided by 8 means 75 volt. So this is my second node voltage, or you can say potential at node B. This is my second node voltage. Now let us see how we can calculate branch currents. I1 already we calculated. Second branch current I2 is given by VA minus VV over 1 by 5. VA we know it is 50, BV we know it is 75 divided by 1 by 5. So we have I2 equal to VA minus BB over 5. BA minus BB over 5. So we have I2, it is minus 5 ampere, and I3 we have BB over 3, third branch current. I3 we can calculate according to VV over 3, means 75 over 3, means I3 we have 25 ampere. So for the given circuit we have two node voltages. First VA equal to 50 volt, VV equal to 75 volt, and we have three branch currents. I1 we have 1.66 ampere, I2 we have minus 5 ampere, I3 we have 25 ampere. So this is my second case for the nodal analysis. Thank you.